need your help. To be honest, though, I'm wondering if I made a mistake. What is wrong with you, man? Friends are in danger, among them the girl you supposedly love. Doesn't that matter? Don't you care? Of course I do, it's just, what's the point? Save them now to watch them sacrifice themselves later. We're supposed to be heroes, but we never really make things better. We have no lasting effect on people or the world. The devil, you say? When I say I'm a hero, I mean it in jest. I haven't the right to truly call myself one, and you have even less. All I am is a man trying to live life as best he knows how and be true to what he was taught. Those beliefs got my sister killed. Yes, and my dearest friends with her, my family. My God, sometimes all I yearn for more than anything is to have been given the chance, the privilege of standing with the X-Men and sharing their fate. It isn't fair they're dead. It's far worse that I remain alive to grieve for them, because it's more pain than I can endure. But I am alive, Braddock, and I must remain true to myself as to their memory. If that is more than you can handle, Captain Britain, I am sorry to have troubled you.
Autumn's come early this year. The September apples hanging heavy in the orchards, the trees on both sides of the Hudson River ablaze with 1,000 myriad fires, 1,000 myriad shades of death. You know him well, don't you, Cyclops? The Dark One, this great destroyer. You and your fellow X-Men have walked with him all your young lives, flaunted him, taunted him, tilted with him, and you'd always gotten away unscathed. Until now. Until Thunderbird. It's been weeks now since Thunderbird died, and the memory still hurts, doesn't it, Cyclops? The nagging feeling, the fear, that if you'd acted differently, Thunderbird would still be alive today. Awake or asleep, you can't escape the images seared into your mind's eye. Images of Count Nefaria making a last desperate attempt to flee Valhalla Base, of Thunderbird trying to stop him, of Thunderbird's final defiant cry. You remember what happened next, don't you, Cyclops? And what happened after that? Thunderbird hadn't gotten out. That's the real hell of his death, isn't it, Cyclops? Because you know he hadn't even tried to get out. You and the X-Men had saved the world from a nuclear holocaust, but you'd lost a man to do it. And try as you might, you can't balance those scales in your mind or in your heart. Can you, Cyclops? Can you? Can you?
How easily and naturally, Alex, you sleep. Sleep of the just and innocent. I should be so lucky. Should I envy you your dreams? Or would you envy me the fact that I have none? Another time, another place. Who knows what might have been? Here and now. Who can say what yet will be? I could save you, but it's best if I don't.
Jeannie, you and Annie be careful playing in the front yard. Watch out for cars. We will, Mom. That's a blind curve, darling. They can't see anyone in the road, especially if they're driving fast. Jump for it, Annie. The wind's pulling it on my hands. It's going into the road. I'll get it. Annie, wait. Check for cars first. Annie never saw the car. The driver never saw her. Annie, Mom, come quick. Annie's been hurt real bad. Her arms and legs were twisted at grotesque, impossible angles, making Annie resemble a rag doll more than a person. And there was blood. So much blood. Too much blood. She was still alive. Jean, help me. It's okay, Annie. Mom's called an ambulance. It'll be here soon. I hurt. Hard to breathe. Am I gonna die? Without warning, Jean felt an agonizing snap within her own brain and found herself inside Annie's mind, hearing Annie's thoughts, experiencing her emotions. Around her was impenetrable darkness, facing her a glowing image of Annie herself, whole and unharmed. Jean embraced Annie's soul self, trying to protect her as the darkness closed in on them. But the life glow faded. Annie was dying and there was nothing either of them could do to prevent it. Finally, the glow disappeared, leaving Jean alone in the dark, her hands holding empty air. And she felt a snap, less painful this time, and found herself back in herself once more, cradling her best friend's corpse. A part of her seemed to die with Annie. She became more withdrawn, serious, almost haunted child. Her parents, increasingly worried as time passed and Jean's depression did not lift, took her to a score of psychiatrists. None did any good. Jean cut herself off from people, became as much a hermit as an 11-year-old can be, but no one realized that this self-imposed isolation was part of a desperate battle for survival, for Jean could now hear other people's thoughts, and her inability to shut those thoughts out was killing her. There's one other possibility. A colleague of mine just back from the Near East recovering from a terrible accident. A man named Charles Xavier.
I, Magneto, offer the people of the world a choice. You have 7 days to cede me total political control, or I will end life on Earth as you know it. I am a mutant, Homo superior, possessing powers and abilities that set me apart and above common humanity. Because we are different, I and my fellow mutants have been hunted down and slain like wild animals. Those killings will stop. All killing will stop. The nuclear powers have the capability of expunging all life from this planet. Daily, the risk of such a holocaust increases. Yet, the leaders of those nations seem not to care. Indeed, some view nuclear war as inevitable. Some have the audacity to view such a conflict as desirable. You are welcome to exterminate yourselves if you wish, but in the process you might destroy my people as well. That I will not allow. Within the week, all the world's nations will initiate complete disarmament of their nuclear and conventional weaponry. Any state which refuses to comply with these terms will be destroyed. Any foolish enough to open hostilities with me will not survive to regret it.
Ripping, tearing, burning, screaming, pleading. Why me? Ice, heart, fire, breath, soul, mind, thoughts. I am. Who? What? Shedding, shredding, forming, change. Same, different. Pain, joy, rage, glory, triumph, despair, oblivion, blessed awareness, sight, me, sound. What have I done? Blood taste, acrid, metallic, flesh bonded to steel, ever living, forever dead. Images crash, thoughts race, reality, perceptions twisting slowly, slowly into place. Her eyes sparkle with hatred. She is a shark, huntress and predator, as I yearn to be, must be, shall be, am. Her jagged teeth savage my soul. I am no more.
Porque era humana. Todos los seres son capaces del bien y del mal. Todos nuestros actos resultan de la interacción de estas dos fuerzas fundamentales. Nuestra razón nos hace conscientes de esas fuerzas y nos da la responsabilidad de elegir entre ellas. Desgraciadamente, no todas las elecciones son obvias. Esa joven alcanzó un nivel de poder que la colocó tan por encima de la humanidad como ésta lo está de la ameba. Le bastaba pensar para que ese pensamiento se hiciese realidad. Pero Fénix también es una fuerza de cruda pasión, y el Homo sapiens es una criatura de pasión e intelecto. Tal pasión es, por naturaleza, seductora y violenta. Jean no pudo evitar responder a ella, ser cambiada por ella y con el tiempo abrumada por ella. Así que se convirtió en el lado oscuro de Fénix, el ángel negro, el portador del caos. Pero al tener que elegir entre conservar su poder divino, consciente de que provocaría la muerte y la destrucción en las estrellas, y morir, eligió lo último. Eso es lo que hace a la humanidad única en el cosmos, esa extraordinaria capacidad de sacrificio, esa habilidad para vencer obstáculos aparentemente insuperables si la causa es justa, aun sabiendo que significa la muerte segura. La Patrulla X no lo sabe y quizá nunca lo sepa ni acepte, pero hoy han obtenido la mayor victoria de sus vidas. Jean Grey podría haber vivido para convertirse en una diosa, pero prefirió morir como humana.
You know, Amanda, lately, I find myself thinking more and more of the pan-dimensional adventure I had last year. That was the life. Fantastic worlds, damsels in distress, vile villains, and yours truly as the hero who saves the day. Then, Amanda, so long ago it seems like ancient history, being an X-Man was fun. We were mutants, outcasts from human society because of the powers we were born with, but our hearts were light. Now everything is grim, the joy, the romance, the innocence, all gone. Why, Kurt? What's changed? You wouldn't understand. How can I if you won't talk to me? Nightcrawler, I love you, please, I beg you, let me help. Thanks to the Beyonder, all the things that had meaning for me, that gave my existence purpose, are dead, destroyed. I don't know who I am anymore, Amanda, or even why I am. There, my darling, now you know. Help me with that. Kurt, you and the X-Men have encountered beings of incredible power before. What made this Beyonder so different? What makes the sun different from a match flame? I ask myself, was this God or Satan incarnate? Or worst of all, neither. That's only part of it, though. What truly hurts is that when he summoned the X-Men to do battle with him, he left me behind for some reason. Perhaps because I was not worthy, I was to be spared. And I was glad. I should have followed, but I didn't. I was afraid. I never was before, but this time. I don't know what's real anymore. When a potion or a power or a being can change my mind, my body, even the concept of reality itself. You're a sorceress, Amanda. Do I truly love you? Or did you use some spell to make me?
Shingen's grace belies his age. He's in perfect condition. I'm not. I figure that makes us even. It's been years since I held a sword. I was good. Shingen's an expert, and he cheats. So much for honor. I roll with the kick, cursing the poison for slowing my reflexes. I'm vulnerable for all of 3 seconds. Plenty of time. He strikes the nerve clusters, the crucial pressure points where a blow can either instantly paralyze someone or kill. Too late I realize which of them he's going for. But I surprise him. Any one of those blows would have finished an ordinary man. I'm not ordinary. I hear Mariko gasp as I pop my claws, see Shingen smile. I've played into his hands. Mariko saw the duel without understanding what his strikes were doing to me. Shingen challenged me to mock friendly combat. He thought his attacks were meant to humiliate me. Now, though, when I appear to be losing, I turn our fight into the real thing. I couldn't dishonor myself more in her eyes if I tried. Shingen attacks, but my heart, my head aren't in this fight. I cut cloth instead of flesh. My flamin' near snaps my spine. Doesn't hurt much, but my legs go numb. He follows up with a Suki strike to the throat. I try to breathe and spit blood instead. Things get worse. And no matter what I do, it's obvious to all concerned. The outcome is never in doubt. Behold, daughter, I hear Shingen say, though I see only Mariko, as I struggle to hold off oblivion. The man you profess to love, except that he is no man at all but an animal cast in a semblance of human form. Gaze upon him, Mariko. Witness his true nature, his true self. Here is the thing to which you have given your heart. Answer me truthfully. Is he worthy of such a prize? No. I wake in Tokyo in an alley off the Ginza. I can still see her face, the sorrow in her eyes, her voice as she condemns me. I didn't know it was possible to feel such shame, to feel so sick at heart. I'm lost inside, my soul, all that I thought I was, and am, and ever will be, shattered, cast to the winds. Compared to this, death is a mercy.
But how can I? He's an X-Man, a hero, a friend. Friends don't what? Friends, Mr. Logan. Why did you? What's wrong? Don't you know me? Mr. Logan, are you sick? He's covered in blood. He's been hurt. Was it those guys who hit me in Randolph? Did they beat you up, Mr. Wolverine? Come on, we gotta find someone to help us. Or a place to hide. It's snowing so hard I can barely see. What street is this? I don't know where we are, which way to go. He won't answer me. All he does is make growling noises, like an animal. How can anyone be hurt so bad? They even forget how to talk.
Was this how Jean Grey felt when she became Phoenix? I can sense everything. Every particle of matter, every burst of energy, every living thing in all creation. The universe. Mine. To do with as I wish. I can touch every soul with an awareness of honor, decency, courage. I can transform, shape, create, heal, destroy? Stop before I start. I'm talking like God, only I ain't God. That was Horde's trip. Thing I always hated most was a body mucking with my mind and soul. If I can't abide that being done to me, I got no right doing it to others, no matter how fine my rationalizations. But I can't just walk away. Long as this crystal exists, it's a threat. But the X-Men are trapped in the Citadel. I smashed the crystal. I could be killing them as well. Wish there was a way to save them. But the longer I wait, the more irresistible the temptation grows to use the power. Like Storm said, today's as good a day as any to die. Too bad she ain't here, so I could return her kiss. And this, as good a way as any to go.
Arms outstretched, she soars past the clouds, into air so thin and cold that a normal human would perish in seconds. Her perceptions widen until she sees and feels the storm, not as clouds and wind and snow, but as patterns of energy. She reaches out with mind and body and soul, becoming one with the tempest. And then, gently at first, she draws it into her, channeling it through her body. into the upper atmosphere, spreading its fury across an entire continent, creating surprise snowfalls from the Rockies to the Atlantic coast. A misery, to be sure, as she slowly diffuses the storm's core, but far better than what might have been. She finishes a little before dawn.
I save you, X-Men, because that is my task in life, to safeguard my people, Homo sapiens superior, mutant kind, from those who would do us harm. And those forces are legion. In that, and I suspect nothing else, Charles, we are much alike. I have survived one Holocaust. I could not tolerate another, nor any who, by accident, by intent, act to bring it about. I bore no animus to you, old friend, or your students, until you chose to oppose me. Then I had no choice but to count you among my enemies. Have no illusions on that score. Perhaps it's best it ends this way, Charles. Best for my dream to end in flames and glory, here far above earth. For if we were ever to meet again, I would have shown you no mercy. I give you your dream, Charles, but I fear, in time, your heart will break as you realize it has ever been a fool's hope. Farewell, my friend.